Today is a big day here in the legislature because not just are you hearing from us this morning, but we do expect to hear from many families that were noted today as a part of the finance hearing on these important bills. Too many families are simply struggling to make ends meet in our state. I just spoke with a mother this morning who mentioned to me that, they were getting by until the last few months with their utility bills, and that made it more difficult for them to meet not just their basic needs, but to pay the bills. And I think that's what we hear from our constituents, no matter if you're in Stamford, as we heard today, or in Salisbury in our state. Every zip code in our state has families and children who are not able to thrive. And yet, as a state, it's really our responsibility to make sure that every child has a chance at thriving. And that's where the child tax credit is a proven measure that can make sure that we are making the choice here in Connecticut that families can not only make ends meet, but that they can ensure that their families can provide for the future of their children. And when you think about the benefits of the child tax credit, you've heard specifically that this can provide immediate economic relief to families, but it also is a boost for our local economies. We know that every dollar of a child tax credit can put in a $1.38 right into our local economy. And we also know how pivotal it is for Connecticut to step up, because right now we are the only high-cost state in the nation that has a personal income tax that does not adjust for number of children or childcare expenses. It means Connecticut is really falling behind in our effort to support children and families. And it means we're at a competitive disadvantage when we look at our neighboring states. It's why that this year, as you heard from Speaker Ritter, it's time for a child tax credit, because in our state, not only is this about the constituents and the families that we hear from every day, but it's about protecting Connecticut residents as we look towards the future. Just this week, we're seeing what Washington holds for the families of Connecticut, and it's looking like it's potentially going to get worse. It's looking like healthcare costs will go up, that folks will lose access to food assistance or student loan payments. And what that means is that this is further on us as the state of Connecticut to say that now is the time to support our working families, to fix our unfair tax code, and to invest in our economy.